When it was summertime, hot in Oakland Street, man, I wished it would rain, but the sun kept shining on me. My brother, when the winter came, along with the storms and the wind, I couldn't wait for that sun to shine down on me again. I know your mama never said that there'll be days like this.
Although these images may look familiar, the inspiration for these images was drawn not from the United States. They were in fact inspired from the largest slave-owning society in the Americas, Brazil. Latin America's largest and most populous nation of nearly 200 million citizens, Brazil received more Africans through the transatlantic slave trade than any other nation. And though many may not realize it, the Portuguese imported 9 times more slaves to Brazil than their British counterparts would bring to the United States. Through its culture, music, culinary arts, and even Africanized Portuguese language.
Brazil, since the year 2000, the try to use education to transform Brazil. So our president decided we don't have a supervisor to control this, how to force the kids going to school. Instead of that, I'm gonna pay some money to a family to send the kid to school. So they made a survey and they realized that over 30% of the kids was in the school. And the mother is the kids that not going to school because they have to help the parents in some way. So first of all, to stop the children working and to improve the budget of the family. It's been 70 reais, first of all, and along the time, last 10 years, it became 140 reais for each child that the mother gets. If they are poor, they got the money in order to send the kid to school. But not only to send, but they have to provide the immunization and to guarantee that the kids go to school with frequently. So the school has to make a record and they send to a national control that control the presence of the kids. So each family gets 140 kids, cannot be more than 4 kids. From 4 years old up to 18 years old. So it's increased the number of the children that probably we have more than 97% of the kids. Well, it doesn't mean the public education is the best. Because we know the big struggle, as we have all the kids now, is to get a better education. The better education means pay a better career, a better salary for the professor, for the school teacher and professor.
And then what do you see as why are there other schools such as ELA, IA, and
community school? So one is to stabilize the foundation of the community and to give them a sense of belonging, such as Calabar, because it's a small community, and they give it priority for Alpha to 5th grade. So that's Calabar, is a community school, open school. The kids don't have to have a uniform, the kids don't have to have books because they need it. They don't have to be in the age to the proper grade. So they accept any kind of student because in the poor community, that's one of the big repetition and also fall. The kids, they don't have a book, they don't have a school, they don't have a proper age to be falling on. EIA, this is one thing. So EIA is different because EIA is set in a very large community. It's Liberdade, and Liberdade is mainly poor and black folks, what the violence, the criminality, all those modernization, drug, and other bad things is very there. So in order to keep the kids out of those things, they created a school 25 years ago. The name of one of the leaders, Mailda, who was the matriarchal spiritual leader for that carnival group. First of all, Ilhaê, Ilhaê is the largest Afro carnival group in Brazil. So when the Afro group in carnival starts to be visible, they realize the importance to have a school. So both schools, I would say, although they are in different locations, but they are complementary. One give a base, the other reinforce the self-esteem. Because Ilhaê teaching ordinary subject, but also they teaching self-esteem, black conscience, African history, and they give them a sense of who they are. They give them education to provoke it, to be a conscious citizen. Okay, first of all, remember Brazil never had a proper land reform. And Brazil's been a dictator since it existed of Brazil. Only in 1980s, all these issues of lands come out. So a group of people, a very important people, decide to made up in the same flag of Cuba, Che Guevara, idea of land reform. Land should be for the people who want to work in the land. So Brazil is a big deposit of land without being used. So this guy started to squatter, occupy the property without use it. So those lands you'll be using to produce food, to produce product. They're gonna change the mentality, to change the economy. So MSC stands for Movement of Landless Workers. The people who has no land, they decided organize themselves. It is a national organization that each state of Brazil or each region of Brazil that has the land issues, they organize. They have a board organization, so they organize and they have some sympathizers that are working inside of a land department who give them tips what land is not used. So they go together, they score the land. They call the two moments. The first moment they are camping, when they just show the presence, and the second moment they really move inside the land. They share the piece of the land by themselves, and they start producing something that will be a sustainable crops: bean, corn, peanuts, banana, okra, all the things that they eat. Then every small town where they are nearby receiving the result of the development, because the product that they produce, whatever the crops, they go in the little town and they sell. What means the price is shut down and the quality is fresh and they have enough for the whole community. Of course, there's a lot of people who doesn't like it. The owner, because Brazil is a big monopoly of the land. A lot of landlords, if you find them by them. But very clear, they are based on respect people's property if the property is producing properly. If the property is not producing, the property is going to be square.
Your neighborhood, which we've been to a couple times, very beautiful. Liberdade. I was very moved to see just so many people, and that they're able to sustain themselves with their own businesses. One of the big problems we have in Oakland is that there's a lot of pressures to keep Black people from being able to own their own property, from owning their own businesses, and when they do own their own businesses, there's opposition from the government, from the police, who terrorize them and force them to shut down. And so, what has made the people able to? And can you describe what the feeling is there that people that's where they want to live?
Okay, first of all, the semi-trouble that you described, you have over here. We're not out of this problem. The difference that we have more than 500,000 people nowadays. So, and everybody has a conscience, the importance of to stay. Well, I, for example, myself, I was raised there all my life, and I raised my kids as well. So, although a lot of people get better condition, they could move, but move it for where? Move it to where? So I prefer getting better condition of my home, and stay there. But Liberdade is one of those phenomena in Brazil and world. So along the history, it was where people run away from during the slave time. They run away to escape of the bad treatment. So it started to be little village along of the Liberdade, as you saw. And that Liberdade, freedom, liberty, freedom, is related to runaway free men. If they want to be free, they have to be together. That's what happened. All the people who that want to become free, run away or buy the freedom, they know that if they stay separated, they'll be weak. So living together, although you have the problem of like any big community problem, but they are unified and they develop a sense of belong, a sense of stronger. So once they are together, doesn't matter. Of course, the other matter come later, but the first of all, it should be together. Being together, we get stronger, and be stronger, we be able to face police, discrimination, the people who are divided to conquer, and so and so and so. But Liberdade is where most of the politicians have to run, they have to go there. All the musicians, when they want to see what's going on, what's the fashion, what is the tendency of Salvador fashion, in terms of dance, in terms of music, in terms of attitude, Liberdade is. For the police, Liberdade people are the troublemaker. For the media, it depends on who are written the article. Because if they are sympathizing, they say, oh, Liberdade is all those black folks. If they are not sympathizing, they say, oh, those are the black troublemakers. It depends on who are. We know, well, as an African, as a black folks, you'll be looking down any moment. But Liberdade is our recharge battery. Every time that someone feels being diminished, come to Liberdade, and you see so many black together, so many people power, and the proud of the condition of power because they're together, and the proud that they are in the neighborhood. So it's for me, Liberdade always is like I would like to mention, like there's a battery. When you feel completely weak, you go to Liberdade and get the vibration. Just walking to see the people proud, the beautiful family all together, people happy, look each other without fear.
Well, in your mind could really see, you know you're the same color as me. Pardon me, brother, as you stand in your glory. I know you won't mind if I tell the whole story. Get yourself together, learn to know your side. Shall we commit our own genocide before you check out your mind? check out your mind.
This is Curtis Mayfield, y'all.
Yeah, yeah. I know we've all got problems. That's why I'm here to say, keep peace with me, and I will you. Just let me love in my own way.
Yes, let me love in my own way. People,